So this little lady is Luna. As you can see, Luna isn't camera shy. Hello, welcome to a new video. My name is Vivian from ThePaperLetterBlog and we're going to make a loaded greeting card. Always before I start, I pick out a tea. And if I remember correctly, I got this one from Beckett. Am I saying that correctly? I know I got it in the same batch of meal, but sometimes I start mixing up different parts of meal because I open everything in one go. And I'm going to try this one, apple crumble, which sounds really, really good. And spoiler alert, it was actually really good. So this is just a close-up of the tea and the card I will be working with. Okay. Well, I know that a lot of you have here I go again with my stories about anxiety. I know a lot of you also have anxiety, and I also know that a lot of you actually notice when I am sort of anxious. I mean, I've had it in the past that people said, "Vivian, are you okay? You sound a bit anxious." So I'm just going to beat you to it and say that yes, I am quite anxious. I used to love Christmas, right? Christmas is, in theory, Christmas is kind of my thing, my type of holiday, because I love food, I love desserts, I love cooking and stuff, and I love candles and coziness. But so in theory, Christmas would really be my thing, but the last couple of years it has really, really stressed me out. Okay, I don't want to turn this video into something very dramatic because Christmas is supposed to be happy, but I think if I had to... Oh, hello, Noose. She joined us. Don't worry, she only sniffed the glue. She didn't actually eat it or something. But now you guys also know why my cat is usually covered in glitter. But what I wanted to say is that I'm not going to make this super dramatic. I want to talk to you guys about this because I know that I'm not going to be the only one. And the thing with me is that I have too high expectations of myself. And that also happened with mail, because the card I showed you, the card I'm using now to make this loaded greeting card, is from Flying Tiger. And I didn't buy just this one. I bought, I think, 4 or 5 of those cards, and they're all different designs. But I bought them specifically for making subscriber mail. So I thought I would make not 1, not 2, but around 4 or 5 subscriber mails with these cards. I also bought a lot of for example, I bought a lot of Christmas stamps. I basically had the idea to make a whole bunch of mail for a lot of you guys, because you've been sending me the most amazing presents and mail and letters and goodies, and I wanted to try and repay that favor to as many of you as possible. But of course, what happens when I get something like that in my head is that I start stressing myself out because, well, it's just me in a nutshell. I put a lot of pressure on myself to make a lot of mail, and then I start worrying like, uh-oh, when am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Am I creative enough? I'm tired, I have to work, I have to make videos. I put too much pressure on myself like I usually do. And then I completely freeze, basically. I sort of freeze, and I cannot actually finish anything anymore. So even though it's kind of hard for me, I know it sounds really easy when I talk about it, but it's not easy. I decided to let it go. In terms speaking in frozen terms, let it go and only finish what I have started in terms of mail. And well, in short, I decided not to use all 60 of my Christmas stamps. I decided to give myself a little break. I also I also wanted to send Christmas cards to my friends and family, so I stressed myself out about that, but I got all of them finished. And then I will continue with hopefully making a bunch of subscriber mails whenever I feel better again, because like I already said it on Instagram, but Christmas, December, it's basically panic attack season, okay? And if there's one thing I don't need is more pressure to put on myself, more things to carry. So I decided, I already started a few subscriber mails. I also made videos about them, so if you want to see them, they will be in a playlist called Winter Mail. Go check them out if you want. But like I said, I already started a few. I still have to fill them with goodies, write the letters, but I am going to send out a few. This is such a coincidence, by the way. I have to interrupt my own speaking. The mail you just saw was Christmas mail sent to me by Emilia. And Emilia is the person that this mail was going to. So that was kind of crazy. It's like she knew, and it was delivered at the exact moment that I was working on this mail for her. Which is really a big coincidence, I think. And the reason why I was interrupted is because my boyfriend was home and he opened the door for the mailman. So it literally came in the moment I showed it to you. But like I was saying, I forgot where I was at, but I was saying that I'm going to finish those mails that I started and then cut myself some slack, which is actually not that easy for me. So I'm still happy that I gave myself some sort of a safety net. When I got the PO box, I told myself and you guys that I would only make at least two or three mails a month, which is still really, really good for me, because if I didn't say that, if I didn't do that, I would probably be stressing myself out about mail every month. And now I know, hey, I already made 2, so I don't have to worry. I already reached my my minimum limit, so every piece of mail I make will now be extra. So what was I saying? So yes, I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying to make it easier for myself. What am I saying? But yeah, Christmas. I still like it. I like food. I like family, but it's just a bit much for us every year, because my parents live on one side of the country and Gijs's family lives on the other side of the country. So also for Christmas, I don't know how it is in other countries. Please tell me in the comments down below. I really want to know if I need to move. No, I'm kidding. But Christmas for us is kind of sort of 3 days, because we have the 24th of December, which is Christmas Eve, which is when we would typically do presents, but we stopped doing presents. But we are doing like Christmas dinner with my dad's family, because everyone has different schedules and we were once again very late with planning. So everyone, the only day that most of us were available was the 24th. So that is our Christmas dinner. And then the first Christmas day, which is the 25th here in the Netherlands, we have to go to Gijs's parents, which is on the other side of the country. So in the morning we have to get up, I don't know, early-ish, and then travel by train for like 2 or 3 hours to go to his family. And then in the meantime, we also have to find a way to make sure Noes is okay, because of course I cannot bring her, sadly. By the way, if you're still watching this and you're wondering what I'm doing, I used some very, very sturdy gold foiled paper that I got from Becca in an amazing Christmas box that she sent me. I also have a video on that, but I just I'm really behind in editing, so that'll be online before New Year, I promise. But she sent me a really lovely box with goodies, and that included a Christmas paper pad, and I used that golden paper to make a little notebook cover, and then I used a lot of the grid paper and I don't know, a lot of the papers I've been receiving and collecting to make a mini notebook. And my idea for this was so that I'm going to call it, what was it again? Goodbye 2018 journal or something. I don't actually remember what I wrote. But my idea for this was that Emilia could write her 2018 memories on here. Yeah, goodbye. It says goodbye 2018 journal. Her memories for 2018, or she could even write stuff on there that she wants to leave behind. But of course, she could also use it for something else. I just thought I would give her a little suggestion of what to do with the journal. Oh yeah, but that's what I was talking about. Oh yes, traveling to the other side of the country. Little news. So, okay, you've heard my stories, so by now you probably know that Christmas isn't that bad. It's not like I have to work 20 hours in a day or something. It's actually not that bad, but my anxiety doesn't care, because that's what anxiety does. It will still feel like the end of the world, even though like I said, it's not actually that much of it's actually not that bad. I'm really repeating myself, but I am tired. But that's just what happens. Also with working, my boss, like I said, I had to work 4 days all of a sudden, and that would be okay, but I found out about it quite late, and I need to know up front. I also had a therapy appointment, and my therapist said that I like planning, but only when things are predictable. So I want to know what my week is going to look like, and if I cannot know, then I don't like planning anymore. And that was actually quite accurate. I mean, I like when things are predictable. Call me boring, I don't care. I just like it better when I know what my week looks like and when there are no surprises. And maybe I like being boring that way. But okay, with that, I of course couldn't know what my week would look like, because I don't know, I just panicked, and then I had a panic attack, and I haven't actually had panic attacks for very, very long. I mean, I've been quite okay with that, so I guess this is a good practice. But of course I didn't like it, and I told my boss, like, help. I don't know if I can, and then now I only have to work 2 days, maybe 3 if she needs me on Sunday, then I'll also work on Sunday, but it's back to normal. So I stressed out for nearly nothing, which is how it usually goes. Okay, I feel like I'm telling you a lot of stories without actually finishing one. So what I was trying to say is that I just have anxiety, okay? And I know that it's quite normal to have anxiety around the holidays. It's just I don't like it, because okay, I already tackled the work problem, so that's one less problem. I already tackled the meal, so I don't have to. I'm trying not to worry about that, because I'm an idiot for worrying about meal. It's supposed to be fun, not stressful. I tell that to you guys all the time, but telling that to myself is something else. The final problem I have left is actually the Christmas dinners. I love my family. I also like Gijs's family. They're very supportive and kind and social, but I just stress. And what happens is, when you stress, my current therapist always says, when you stress, you use twice as much energy. So instead of it being normal tiring to eat the whole day, it's going to be super tiring, because I'm so worried about it, which is stupid, because if I wouldn't, I'm worrying about being tired, which makes me tired, which is stupid. So if I wouldn't worry, I wouldn't be so tired, and there wouldn't be anything to worry about. Do you see the circle I'm in? Very annoying. But okay, long story short, okay, my headphones just told me battery level medium, and it scared the heck out of me. But long story short is that I don't actually know what I want to say with this. I want to know from you guys if you recognize this, if this is something you also experience, and if you have any tips for me. Because one thing I do want to say is that in my head, Christmas always has to be fun. And one thing I maybe have to accept is that it's just a little bit more difficult now with anxiety, and it's normal with anxiety, and anxiety is okay, and I'm okay, and Christmas is gonna be okay. And if you're now thinking, Vivian, what are you rambling on about? I don't know if you've realized this, but talking like this actually helps me. Because in the beginning I was unsure of what to talk about, but in the end I feel like I'm going to have some sort of a life lesson in here for you guys, but more importantly also for me. Because what I just said, without realizing it, is actually kind of true. I mean, Christmas is going to be tiring. I mean, it will probably be tiring for everyone, but that's okay. And I'm allowed to take some time for myself. I'm allowed to take care of myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fully charge my noise cancelling headphones. I'm going to download a few Christmas movies, or just, you know, shows or series in general. If you have any tips, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. And I'm going to bring nice food in the train and take my time to recharge. I guess that's my life lesson. Christmas may not always be fun as it looks in the movies, but as long as you take care of yourself, it should all be okay. So yes, that is actually it for today. I hope my rambling didn't annoy you too much. If it did annoy you, just remember that it helped me, okay? So it had a purpose. And I will see you guys again very soon. I did have a few extra videos planned, but you know, self-care. I'm going to take care of myself and not work on too many videos, because I'm stressing myself out about a lot of things. Okay, I wish you guys a very, very Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then I just wish you a very, very happy day. If Christmas is stressful for you, like it can be for me, I wish you good luck. Don't forget to take care of yourself. I know I will be taking good care of myself. And yeah, I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Okay, bye bye.